craft brews and casual conversations. We are true to form. We are united. We are one. We are the Porch Pint Society, your founding members. My name is Drew. His name is Rob. And very, very soon, in like a handful of days, kind of, we will be united once again, person to person, flesh to flesh, beard to somewhat clean shaven, but not really recently shaven, if you know what I'm saying. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's
7 days.
That's been 7 days?
7 days, my friend. Cue it. We'll talk about it after this intro.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life. Dudes with brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dudes with Brews on a Porch. What's up?
Well, so I did cut you off. What you were trying to say was that you're going to be in LA in the flesh.
Yes. I'm going to be there next week, Saturday. I hop on the plane bright and early in the morning, and I'll get there in the afternoon. I do have a layover. But that's all right. I'll get there in the afternoon. Before you're done with work, I will be there. And
Just Drew, and it'll be LA Drew. La Drew.
La Drew will be there. Before we get into some of the things I've seen about all that recently, let's dive into what I am drinking. Are you drinking something, Rob? You got a beverage?
I am drinking Borsec mineral water from Romania since 1806. High in mineral content, glass bottle, slightly carbonated, 330 milliliters. I don't even know what that is in fluid ounces, and I don't care.
Doesn't matter. You're
The best in mineral water. That's what I heard.
Staying hydrated, getting the minerals, getting it done. That's good. Good for you. I am tapping into a new bottle of bourbon. Not really new. I've had it for a while. I just haven't opened it. My mother bought me this as a gift when I graduated back in May. Very nice of her to do that.
I thought high school. I was going to say.
No.
Dang, that's willpower.
No. I'm drinking the 1792 small batch bourbon. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey made from Barton 1792 Distillery, which is owned by Sazerac. A lot of wiggling over there on your side. In Bardstown, Kentucky.
Oh, that's I can't help that. I'm sorry to cut you off. That's the dog. That's her nails.
Tell that dog to shut up.
She trust me, at 5 a.m, I've tried. Those nails are walking all over my back and head, and she's that's what wakes me up when she wants to eat at 5 a.m.
Fair enough. The mash bill of this one. So interestingly enough, Barton 1792 Distillery was established in 1879. All right. It's a high rye. So exact percentages are undisclosed, but rye is notable in this profile. 46.85% ABV, which is 93.7 proof. No age statement. It's rumored to be around 6 to 8 years old. There's the dog. The price range, it's reasonable. This is readily available at a lot of places, which is nice. $30 to $40. Often praised for the value that you get, the quality for the price. It's overlooked sometimes due to more hyped bourbons, but considered a hidden gem for high rye lovers. You're going to get on the nose caramel, vanilla, baking spices, and a touch of rye spice. On the palate, or your taste buds for all the, unsophisticated people out there, a rich toffee spice, a bit of heat with a sweet oak and dried fruit. And it's going to finish with medium length with lingering spice and oak. All right. There's other variants of this as well. And it's, yeah. So this is like an everyman, every person day bourbon in this glass. I do get the, on the nose, I do get the caramel, the vanilla. Ah. Do I sound super douchey yet?
No, you sound very sophisticated.
Yeah. Should I drink it with my pinky out and inserted into an orifice like my nose?
See, that's how you should be drinking, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4 for the drink and 1 so it don't stink. So 1 finger right up in the nose.
Right.
That face didn't say too much.
I don't know if I get the heat part. What the fuck is dried fruit? What does dried fruit taste like?
Raisins are kind of dried fruit.
Yeah, craisins, like dehydrated bananas.
Yeah. Do they taste like the fruit? I don't know. I like dried bananas. I like dehydrated fruits of sorts, but I don't know what they taste like in terms of. That's a pretty generic.
Yeah.
That's like saying I got fruit snacks.
I like to eat.
What are you actually eating?
Eat apples and bananas. It's good. Not bad. I like it. There. That's where we're at. That's what I will be.
How come raisins were the only ones that got their own name when they got dehydrated?
Well, they have craisins, which is, I guess is just a spoof on the raisin.
Yeah, what is that? That's a cranberry?
Yeah.
It's a dehydrated cranberry?
Uh-huh.
Are people dehydrating blueberries? Is that going to be called a braisin?
What would you call a dehydrated orange? An Eurasian? That
sounds like a rash.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And I wouldn't want to eat it. Yeah,
sounds like something that you find yourself getting tested for after a sketchy night or something. My headphones are dying. That's not good. But here we are, Rob. I have spent some time in Minnesota over the last few weeks, and I'm going back there again tomorrow, bright and early, waiting for my daughter to get home. She said she'll be home around 11 o'clock, and we plan on hitting the road at 6 or like 7-ish. I don't know. It's not going to be good. She's not going to get up, and it's going to drive me crazy. But in my first adventure to the Twin Cities, we went to the Twin Cities. I went to Surly Brewing. We've had plenty of Surly beers on the podcast. I know for sure we've had Ferocious, which is kind of like their staple beer, the one that really took them off. But that place, massive. We walked in there. We had just got in to the Twin Cities, and we're like, all right, we're gonna, get some dinner or whatever. And we walk on to the room or whatever, the dining area, and they're like, there's two floors. It's massive. And they're like, it's going to be about a 2-hour wait. A 2-hour wait. And, we have the 3-year-old with us. There's no way that's going to work. So then we went upstairs to where it's, first come, first serve, which I feel like most places should be. But it's all pizza upstairs. So we went up there. Awesome pizza, pinball, beer. It was like it was really, really cool. I think you would enjoy it.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool spot. And we got our food in like 20 minutes, played some pinball, enjoyed some beverages. It was awesome. I really liked it. But what makes Surly unique, and we're going to get into some real beer talk here, is Minnesota has weird alcohol laws. So for a while, up until like, I want to say the last 5 years maybe, you could never buy alcohol on Sundays. And there's also, but that's changed, you now can, but you can also, anytime you go to a store, like a a Walmart, a Costco, wherever it might sell liquor, it needs to be in a building that's away or like sectioned off from the main building, kind of in its own area. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you can't like for in Wisconsin, and maybe for you, like you go to the store, you grab your 6-pack, you throw it in the cart, you do the rest of your shopping. You can't do that in Minnesota. You have to do separate purchases for that type of stuff, which is still in effect. But for the longest time, there was like laws about what you could and could not sell if you are a tap room or if you are a brewery. So there's this thing called the Surly laws. They've dubbed this all the stuff that happened because of Surly, essentially.
And this is the brewery.
Yes,
so it's not a tap room.
Well, we'll get to that. So like breweries could not sell pints of their beer on site in Minnesota, which doesn't make a lot of sense. If you brewed beer, you had to go through a distributor to like sell it or to serve beer. Now, tap rooms, those are illegal for production breweries at the time, which is, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You know, so Surly, essentially,
I need to try and figure out, get this straight. So the tap room wasn't allowed to produce beer, and the brewery was allowed to sell beer off tap, or no?
Breweries couldn't sell their own beer on site,
but they could sell other beers.
You had to go through like a distributor. Yeah, it's weird.
That is very interesting and backwards.
And tap rooms was illegal for production breweries. Yeah, it doesn't. So they're like, you have to distinguish it or whatever, which is, I don't know. Minnesota, like I said, had some weird laws. So in 2011, they're just like, Surly's like, oh, we've gained some popularity. We're going to change the world of Minnesota beers. And they, of course, got resistance. But there's a Surly bill, which created so breweries who produce less than 250,000 barrels a year could then sell their pints on site. So you could go to the brewery where the beer is made, as long as it's under 250,000 barrels every year, and you can buy their beer. Which is like, it's kind of like Minnesota's beer scene went through this like prohibition like thing to now being able to, hey, I can get my pint where it's made in 2011, which is.
But you couldn't turn into a huge brewery if you wanted to have a tap room with your own beer.
Right. Correct. So then, like, as a result, or like tap rooms started popping up all over the state. Breweries could then open without needing a restaurant license. And a lot of breweries now in Minnesota don't serve food because there's like other laws around it as well, where you can't serve the food. So a lot of times the breweries in Minnesota will link up with a food truck. The food truck.
There's breweries around here. I'm going to take you to one that does a food truck outside. It's very cool.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that idea. I think that's pretty.
Yeah, because they have a different menu every day. You know, depending upon what food truck they have there, and they can promote other people. It's that's kind of the craft brew scene. I feel like is everybody kind of knows each other and in their circles in Minnesota. I'm sure because it's the same out here in LA. Like you know the people that are in your market or in your same. Stop me anytime because I can't think of the words. Go ahead.
That's all right.
I love it when you hang me out to dry. Like it's just no. Let's let him flail around and try and find the word he's looking for.
Well, they too, like, and as a result of that, even like other dumbass laws came into play. Like Minnesota, I love Minnesota, but it's a weird state when it comes to drinking, I guess. So now there's
something that I would love to hear the arguments saying, I dare say, a brewery cannot sell its own beer. Like in the year 2020, how
Yeah,
what like
2011.
who's coming out? Who makes, or 2000 whatever?
Right.
But like legitimately, there were people that were up in arms that tap rooms were going to be able to produce beer, and breweries were going to be able to have their beers on tap. What argument? What is your argument for that?
I don't know. But with that, in 2011 came this other like growler cap, where if you were a brewery producing over 20,000 barrels a year, you can't sell growlers. So like Surly, Summit, and Fulton, those are like the big three in Minnesota. They were too big, and they couldn't sell their beer to go in a growler. That got changed again in 2022. So now it allows growlers sales for larger breweries, but it just seems so bizarre. Like it's just interesting. So there's the tap room and there's the brew pub now. So there's distinguishing factors. In current day Minnesota, a tap room is a production breweries that can sell pints but don't sell food. Brew pubs is a restaurant that brews beer on site and must serve food but can't distribute widely. So now Surly, they found a way around it because, one, they produce their own beer, they sell it on site, and they distribute widely. Like you can get it in Wisconsin, you can get it in surrounding states. Like that's a large distribution. And they serve food. So I don't know. They found like all this way around it because they, I think, have a tap room license, but somehow also have food. I don't know. It's interesting, and Surly has gotten a little bit of backlash because of it. It's like they've seen to like fabricate a thing in a sense where they can get around these laws, but a lot of other places can't, which is a big draw for them. For tourists like me who want to go eat food and drink local beer, from the source, I'm going to go there. So I know a lot of people. I don't know a lot of people in Minnesota, I should say, but people that I've talked to, like, they're just like, yeah, it's cool and all, and it's always crazy fucking busy, but it's like they really, I think they've done a lot of great things for the state, but they also like leave a little sour taste in people's mouths. I could be talking on my ass here, but that's just what I've gotten. I just thought it was super interesting because in Wisconsin, we're spoiled. Most of the breweries have like a food truck, or they have like an ordering system from a restaurant down the road where you can order it there and they just deliver it to you, or they serve food right there and it's no problem, and you can get the beer to go. You can do all that kind of stuff. It's just yeah.
Oh yeah, my mind goes to Geezy's, which is not a bar.
Yeah.
But they sell beer and they allow you to drink it inside, and it's not a restaurant, but they have a pizza oven and they have frozen pizza, and they will absolutely let you cook a frozen pizza and sit there and watch VHS movies. Yes.
Well,
Backwoods, Wisconsin, Geezy's. It's the greatest place.
There's also, I forget what it's called, but there's that gas station bar on the small highway there. You can go fill up, park, and then go sit at the bar. And it's like, yeah, it's
they're
wild.
just getting ready for, driverless cars. They're set up for when for when Waymo makes it all the way to Wisconsin. They're going to be rolling in the dough.
Have you been in one of those?
No, I won't. I won't do it.
I read today, for when I was prepping for my radio show, that like only 13% of people trust.
I tried to tune in. You were on a commercial break when I had a chance. I put a little heart out there, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Anyway, I didn't want to cut you off. You were talking about how nobody comes and sees your show.
Well, it's a radio show. You can't see it. You listen.
Oh, so it was just a picture?
What are you talking about?
Didn't you go live today with some Packer stuff?
No.
Well, I got a notification that certainly said that you were live with Packers, and then when I clicked on it, it was an ad, and it was like a Packer player
Oh, I mean, I was live.
picture.
Oh yeah. I know what you're saying. Like, yeah,
Was that it? That was it.
I went live on Saturday because I was doing a live broadcast, but that was just a Facebook live video to get people to attend.
So my phone is just really behind the.
I don't know what you saw.
I'm telling you, that's what it was. It was a Facebook Live Packer update. It let me do a heart.
Today?
It was today. Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I did just update my phone. Maybe it just caught up. I don't know.
I don't know.
The most important part is I tried, Drew. I tried.
You. I appreciate you trying. But so yeah, we're hitting the road again tomorrow, going back to Minnesota, and then the following weekend I'll be in California. So here is my plan, and I'm a little bit concerned because I saw recently on Instagram, I think it was today or yesterday, a stand-up comedian had landed at the Burbank airport, and to take an Uber from the airport to his destination, which was like only a few miles away, the cheapest one he could get was $98 direct from the airport.
Which airport? In the Burbank airport?
Yeah.
Well, then I don't know I've never seen a $98. I take Lyfts and more than Ubers, but I've gone as far as I've gone pretty far. Never have I seen a $98 one.
If it's too much, I know the location of where I plan to go when I land. I'll walk there.
That's what me and Adrian when he came, we ended up walking from the airport to my place.
Right.
Which is right where Tony. It is like a 3-mile trek, but you like to run, so you'll be fine.
Well, I'll walk. I'll have my backpack. Let's throw some earbuds on, and I'm not going to get.
But it's unless it's like peak hours, because I have seen the prices have gone up a little bit. It used to be like $12 for me to get from work to my house, and now it's the lowest I see it lately has been like $16 to $20.
Okay.
So it has gone up, but those are in peak times and stuff. But I mean, I did just take $170 Uber.
Damn.
Not too long ago, but I didn't pay for it. So
that's crazy.
But that was all the way to Oxnard, which to people that's like an hour and a half, or something. Or no, I guess it was 45 minutes. Like from where I'm at, it was like a 45-minute. All the way to the ocean, but even to Santa Monica is only like $34 or something like that. If you go early.
Well, that's fine. I'll get to.
Let's talk Uber prices for the rest of the show. People love to hear that. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, like I saw that, I'm like, oh shit. But
don't worry about that anyway, because I've got some plans for us, and I've got ways to get us to where we need to go. I know for the thing we're doing Saturday night, I mean, I just have to risk it because my coworkers suck, and they decided that they're going to pull out on helping me out with the on-call phone. So,
oh really?
I won't have anybody helping me out with that. But so if I have to go, I have to go, and I'll just meet you back. But I'm not too worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
In reality. But on Sunday, I was thinking maybe we take the Surfliner and go up to Santa Barbara or down to Oceanside or something, so you can see the ocean, and it's a train that we can drink on.
Nice.
It goes right along the ocean.
Yeah,
it's awesome. It's one of my favorite things to do is just get on the train, have some drinks. Look out the last time we went, there were dolphins that were like cruising along in the ocean right next to the train, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool experience, and nice. I think it's something we could, and then go and hang out in Santa Barbara for the day, have some fun there, and then come back.
Yeah, I'm down for that. That'll be fun. I'm Saturday night. I'm really pumped about. My an additional concern about Saturday night is like I gotta make sure when I get to Tony's, don't have too much, and I'm livened up because we're going to a late show that starts at 11:59 p.m. But I'm really excited about it. I've read that these shows in particular are really the ones you want to go to in the world of the Comedy Store. So I'm pretty pumped, and it'll be a late night, but I'm willing to get up bright and early on Sunday so we can enjoy every minute possible.
Yeah,
being
and
awake.
the nice thing too is we can also pass out on the train if we need to for a little bit, take a little nap-a-rooski.
Yeah.
We're gonna see it all on the way back too. I mean, so
Yeah, I'm pumped about it. I'm excited about it. It's gonna be a good time, and I'll maybe I'll fall in love with California, and then in a couple of years I'll just ship the whole family down there.
that would be amazing. Until you see the prices.
No, I already know.
Yeah,
The prices, and then compared to the wages.
it's something it's a marvel. But hey, that's the world we live in right now. Anyway, I do want to shout out my buddy. He's got pneumonia and he's really sick. So Francisco, he's been around the show. He always listens and he always gives feedback and stuff. And he's not feeling well. So if he's listening, I just want to say, get better.
Yeah, that's not fun. Hang in there, my friend.
No, I've had it. Yeah, I've had it many times. So it's like,
You have?
I used to get pneumonia every year.
Really?
Very susceptible to pneumonia. Yeah, I got it when I was a kid. When I was like 2 years old.
Oh, okay.
And like apparently that made it this whole thing. But then also, as soon as I got sober, I stopped getting it every year. I haven't gotten it since I went to rehab and all that stuff. So whatever I was doing, it was bad. And
When you were 2?
Put me, huh?
What were you doing when you were 2?
Oh yeah, I mean, I started early.
Well, that's good. Rehab, helped with the drug addiction, and hey, if it benefits your lung,
Yeah, hey,
that's good.
Secondary advantage.
I don't think we've talked in a couple of weeks.
Did I tell you about the fishing trip? Did we talk about that?
You were going, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Went out on the. So we went out to the Channel Islands, which if we go to Santa Barbara, you'll see from the train. So I wasn't out in the deep, deep ocean, which I wasn't. Hey, a man can dream, but sometimes he's got to stay close to shore first. I have sea legs. I didn't get seasick. I was drinking vodka on the boat, eating burgers, drinking vodka, catching fish. I caught a bird, and then I caught a sea lion on accident.
What? Sea lion?
Yeah.
Do you feel bad?
I did. The bird I really felt bad for because I was pulling that bad boy underwater because I didn't know at first that it was the bird was on the line. So, and then everybody's like, "Oh, you got a big one," and then it's like, "No, it's a bird." And so we had to reel it in and cut it loose, and then the sea lion. I think I caught a fish, and the sea lion took the fish, and I just caught the hook. I got him, and I reeled him in for pretty close, and then once we realized that that's what it was, we had to cut the line, and then I was like, I don't think I can catch fish.
I thought
catch everything else.
I thought you were going to have to club it.
I mean, I was close. It's like that's certainly would have won me the biggest catch of the day.
Yeah, I perhaps. Well,
but so I put down the rod and I caught a buzz. I drank some more Tito's and it was all comped. It was all on the all free.
Hell yeah! Usually it's the other way around. You catch a buzz and then you put down the rod. Heyo.
I think that one went over my head.
It's a penis joke.
I thought so. It took me a second to go, okay, is he talking how to put down the rod?
Fornication.
I'm an idiot, and my brain is broken today. I've been cutting open walls for the last couple hours trying to find water leaks and stuff. It's not
cutting
fun.
open walls when you were supposed to cut open the floor?
No, I went to when I was supposed to be cutting open the ceiling. What the hell are you talking about? Am I that stupid today?
You're good.
This mineral water certainly isn't giving me any brain power. That's for sure.
No.
But hey, Borsec. It's not for your brain. It's for your heart.
Right. Speaking of hearts, Hulk Hogan stopped. Man, Ozzy
We lost a
Osbourne's-
lot of good men these last few days. I don't know if Hulk Hogan was one of them.
I was gonna say, good is a term you use, lightly around.
I mean, I feel for his family, but he definitely went. He was sundowning in terms of public opinion.
When his last big claim to fame, or his last hurrah, was spending time at local Walmart selling his All-American beer.
The Freedom Beer, yeah, right?
I think it's called All-American Beer. Yeah, Hulk Hogan's All-American Beer, brother. So he's dead. I don't care. But Ozzy Osbourne,
it didn't really change much. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne was that was one that I mean, sad,
but we shouldn't be surprised.
But not surprising. Yeah.
Yeah. He also had Parkinson's, which that advances things, unfortunately. But it was a bummer. I like Ozzy Osbourne. I liked the Osbournes growing up. That was a fun show. It was like my introduction to reality television almost.
You kind of remind me of his son.
Thanks. Is that a good thing?
I like his son.
Oh, good. Okay.
I like that show. I just hear a cadence and did you ever watch that show, the paranormal show with the Osbournes, where it's like ghost watching with Osbourne family or something? It's probably not that. That doesn't sound like what it was.
Jack and Ozzy had like a travel show, right?
Yeah, well, but it was like an internet video show where Jack would show Sharon and Ozzy paranormal clips from the internet, and they would decide whether or not they thought they were real or not.
Oh,
and it was a good show. I enjoyed watching it. It was, well, you're not learning anything from it, and it's not really showcasing Ozzy for what he's known for or anything. It was just kind of a fun show to watch, but the way that he talked to Ozzy and Sharon, it kind of reminds me of how you interview people and stuff. It was good.
My favorite moment from the Osbournes, from Ozzy, is when he's looking for his bedroom beers. Have you heard the clip?
I have not.
So he comes out. I'll see if I can play it and you can hear it, all right? Are you ready?
Okay.
Hi, darling.
Someone has been in my room and taken my beers away from my room.
I don't think so, darling. Who would do that? Who could possibly do that? Who's the beer thief?
You. You're the beer thief.
Didn't hear it? No. Essentially, what he does is he comes out of his room and says, "Somebody's been in my room and stole my beers." And Sharon just says, who would have done that? And she's like, "Who's the beer thief?" You. You're the beer thief, Ozzy. And I like that. I like a troubled, drunken man just looking to have a nice little nightcap, going into his dwelling where, he is free to be the person that he is. He wants to sit down, crack open a cold one, slug them, call it a night. But then when he goes into the fridge, alas, the beers are gone. Somebody must have taken them. And he was on the mystery. He was on the case. But reality...
Yeah, I mean, I would argue that one who has bedroom beers should not throw,
empty
Jesus,
cans?
I can't think of any words.
Empty cans,
They should just not throw allegations of beer stealing for they might not remember
That would actually
taking
be
their own beers.
We should get in connection with some breweries, and then they got to make a porch pint beer, which I think would be awesome. And then two, they got to make a bedroom beer.
That's a great pairing. Yeah.
I know.
What do you think? Do you think the bedroom beer is like a stout and the porch pint
I think
is more
so.
like a
I think the porch pint could be like a lager, or it could be maybe even like a juicy IPA. Those would be.
Yeah, I think a juicy IPA. Everybody kind of likes that. There's a showdown happening right now.
A
I'm gonna mute
showdown?
myself.
What do you mean a showdown?
Between the cat and the dog.
Oh, wow.
You guys chill out. Do you hear it?
We have... Oh, yeah.
This is what this happens every morning at about 5.
So there's 2 cats and a dog?
No, there's 2 dogs and a cat.
2 dogs and a cat? You got 2 dogs?
Yeah, Chloe is the one that's always been here.
Oh,
This
that's
is
right.
Chloe.
Hi, Chloe. Oh, she's cute.
And then Zeus.
Zeus?
Yep. Lay down. Oh, talking now.
Oh, my God.
I'm mute.
Shannon's getting wild in Burbank. Wow. I would have thought somebody
Okay.
with such animal skills as yourself would have this under control.
That's just honestly, I'm not gonna lie. They were on the same couch for a while before fighting. That's a huge win.
Yeah.
Today they were walking around in the same room without hissing and barking at each other. They're getting better. They're getting close to just finally saying, "I'm going to leave the other one alone." You don't have to like each other. That's what I tell them. You know, you
Yeah.
just have to. Chloe, she legitimately walks through this place like none of us exist until we're giving her food.
Can I just, and I've been on, I'm sure I've said this before, but does this statement make me a bad person, Rob? I cannot wait for the day where there is not a single animal in my house. I can't wait for it. I will be at
Cover
peace.
your ears, everybody. All you animals, cover your ears. Me and Sean have had this conversation. It's not that we don't like the animals. It's not that we don't love animals. It's not that we don't want to, but it's you don't want, like, I'm sure people with kids at some point say, "Hey, I'm ready to have my life back." And having animals, it's like having an infant baby that you have to, not only it takes human sized shits and
Right.
you got to pick them up with
Right.
with your gloved hand, like this plastic is really
Separating the particles.
yeah, it's not separating it enough.
Right.
I can tell you that.
I can feel the heat. It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, so yeah, no, it doesn't make you a bad person. I think it makes you an honest person. Animals, they're obviously great at times when they're sitting on your lap or whatever. I mean, you might just not be an animal person.
There isn't a time where I'm sitting down and I say, you know what I would really like right now? If my dog jumped on my lap.
Was breathing on my face.
Yes.
With dog breath.
Right. I have zero. I just don't want to do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. Obviously, during summer, I have a lot more time. I'm in my house more frequently, and every time I look, there's just one of those idiots staring at me. And then it's like, oh, you got to go outside. So I fucking put him outside, right? 3 seconds later, he's barking to come inside. I let him in. And once you know it, 2 minutes later, let's go back outside. I take these creatures on walks. I haven't been able to run in a month because of my stupid foot that is just driving me fucking insane. I put compression socks on the bastard. I do stretches. I try to stretch out my calf muscles so then my fasciita, or whatever the fuck, my plantar fasciita fucking bone tendon gets a little looser. And it's getting better, but it still hurts. I haven't been able to run. So then what do I do instead? I put on these comfortable shoes with support and lots of fluff, and I take these bastards on walks. I go one at a time, and I walk around all over the place, and I try to bond with them, but I just hate them. I just get so annoyed, like when they're like going all over the place. The one dog, like specifically when walking, has to poop on the sidewalk, not the grass, the concrete. We walk by this church every time, and there's 2 big potted plants. Both dogs urinate on both plants every single time, which I'm okay with. If I could urinate and get away with it as well, I would.
Yeah.
But It's just not.
I can one up your sidewalk story because I had to take. Sometimes I walk my boss's dogs. He's got a huge dog. It squats over bushes and poops on the bush. And these bushes have thorny, like, it's like, how am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do here? The bag is definitely not going to make it through picking the poo off the bush. But I also am not. I have to make some kind of fake effort because people.
Especially if
gawk
somebody, especially if somebody sees you.
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy that leaves poop in a bush.
Yeah. I just think I'm just done with it, man. But like
the other day I walked his dog and he went. There's like these flowers in pots on the other side of an iron gate, and this dog thrusted his hips into the gate and shit through the gate onto the flower. Not even out of the pot, all over the flower. What do I do in that situation?
That's impressive. You keep walking.
It was very impressive, but I was like, well, there's a gate there. I can't do anything, I guess.
Right. I just can't do it anymore, man. And you look at the average lifespan of a dog. What is it, like 12 years, 13 years? I'm only halfway with one of them, halfway to 12. Phil's 6, Barry's 5. And I just don't know.
Yeah, it seems like Phil should be old as hell at this point, but he's not.
He's making me old as hell. That's for sure. I can't do it anymore. I hate, and I'm now, I used to say, oh, I like my friends' dogs, but now I don't even like them. Now, like, they annoy the shit out of me too. Bark, 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 bark. It's like, dude, you've seen me 6,000 times. Calm down. I'm not excited to see you. I don't care if you're excited to see me. I'm just done with it. I'm slowly and surely turning into an Ebenezer Scrooge all year long. And you know what? The only
Probably
thing
more like a Cruella de Vil, huh?
I'm not interested in wearing. I want nothing to do with them at all. I don't want to. I don't want to kill them and then skin them and wear them on a coat. I'm not barbaric. Okay, I just don't want to have to deal with it. But the only thing separating, me from Ebenezer Scrooge is he had a massive bank account. I don't.
It's true. How do you feel about cats then?
You know what? I don't know. I think cats would be a better option, but I still don't want them. I don't want any. The cat, like, I think I'm down. I could hang out with a cat because cats, you kind of, you pet them and then they kind of leave you alone. They're not like dependent on you almost. But I don't want none of them. There's times like when we came back from Minnesota, we got home, we unpacked our stuff, and you know what I heard when I walked into the door? I heard nothing. The sweet sound of nothing. Natural silence. I didn't hear a bark. I didn't hear like a dog going wild and crazy. I didn't have to worry about letting them outside. It was awesome. It was nice. And I said, I could feel this forever. I just got to wait a long time for these dogs. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I don't want them to, anything like that.
That's what makes you not a bad person, is the fact that you're not. I think, it's like, it sounds like to you having dogs is like doing laundry. Like, it's just every day. It's never going to stop. It's over and over, and it's a chore.
It's a purgatory, Rob, is what it is. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of watching television and then a cartoon dog shows up and Phil loses his mind. This is the reality of animals. And every time I talk about this, people are like, "Oh, you're such a curmudgeon." Blah, 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 blah. You know what? I'm willing to bet most people feel like me. Most people would agree with me. Dogs, like we've been indoctrinated our entire life. Man's best friend, person's best friend. I gotta have my fur baby, which is the dumbest fucking sentence in the world. It's not your fur baby. It's a pet, a pet that you buy. But it's with our whole existence. It's, you got to have man's best friend. We watch movies like Marley and Me and Shiloh and Old Yeller, and it's all the whatever. And it's just, no, that's not, they're not that great. They're not that great. It's having a toddler for an extended period of time. The toddler phase is great. I love, like, little Joe Bro. He's a toddler, and I love him, and he's so much fun. But you know what? Could I do that for 12 years? I don't think so. I don't think so. Can I put this on hold for a second? I have a phone call.
Go ahead.
And we are back to end the show.
Cool. I just want to say, yeah, I think the difference between you and I is I like having pets. I do, but I'm fine if I don't.
Yeah.
It sounds like you are ecstatic if you don't, and you don't like having them.
Correct. And that doesn't make me a bad person. So if you
I mean, hey, just be honest. Live your truth, man.
live your truth, if you feel that you are weighed down by a four-legged creature, can you have pets with two legs? I mean, not throughout going some hoop. Well, I guess, yeah, chickens, ducks, theoretically. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Any legged creature or non-legged creature that isn't human, and you have to make sure
It's just work. It's just work.
Yeah, they suck. They suck. Stop breeding dogs. Stop breeding cats.
I don't think you've had the right, like, that's the thing. Like, a well-trained, like, a dog that fits your personality can be the greatest thing.
No
You're
such
not going to
thing.
agree with me on that. And that's fine. But also, some people argue that your dogs are created by your personality, in which case, I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Nobody wants me around, and I'm really annoyed, and I just constantly go in outside and inside. I can't make up my mind, and occasionally I'll shit and piss on a church parking lot or a church flower bed.
Things are making sense now. Things are starting to make sense.
That's right.
Well, I can't wait to have you out here in sunny California, where you don't have to worry about that because I have no pets at my place. So.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, like, because with, like, certain situations, plenty of people are shitting on the streets.
Oh yeah, you still have absolutely. It is the place where when you step on shit in the street, more than likely it's not pet shit.
I drank 1792 small batch bourbon. It's pretty good. I like it, and I will drink it again.
Is it your favorite bourbon?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I would say.
Sorry, I drank Borsig water. It's not my favorite water.
No, is your favorite mineral water though?
I mean, that's an easy bar to jump because I've only had a couple, and I never like mineral water. I don't like sparkling water. I don't like carbonated water. I like water.
I prefer carbonated. I've been pounding Liquid Death like nobody's business. But I get Dr. Death. It tastes like Dr. Pepper, but it's just flavored water. It's carbonated. It's delicious.
It just makes me feel like I have acid reflux all the time.
Yeah, fair enough. I do have a request, and I probably should have put this on the front of the episode. If you're listening to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, whatever platform you use, and you hear ads in the beginning and at the end, please listen to them, or just ignore them and let them play, and then it'll go into the episode. You'll hear the episode, and then at the end, you got ads at the end. I haven't plugged them in the middle because I know that's annoying, but if you could just let them play, it's going to be a minute in the front, a minute in the back, or less. So 2 minutes of your time could potentially help us out a little bit in our world of buying alcoholic beverages for ourselves and only ourselves.
Hey, and the ads can be better than the show. You never know.
Yeah, we had
there's always that.
It all depends on where you're at. Dynamic advertising. So wherever you are, I turned it on the other day, and it was a Wisconsin Dells ad, and I was like, I've been there. I thought that's
pretty cool. I'll have to check it out so I can see what ads I get.
Yeah, and it's not guaranteed, but if they do play, please listen to them. And also, please support us. Go to our Linktree, linktr.ee/dudes with brews. We got a new logo. That's exciting. We're rocking chair bitches. Rocking chair.
I'll tell you what, I wore this strange brew shirt the other day. I've never gotten more compliments in one day on a single shirt.
Oh yeah.
Where we went somewhere. We were it was out of Burbank and out of North Hollywood. But seriously, everywhere I went, there was one dude, and it's the dude it's not, it's maybe not the coolest guy in the room, but it's definitely the guy who thinks he's the coolest guy in the room that complimented me on the shirt. So yeah, it's like it's good. The shirts are awesome.
I get a lot of compliments on the Brewer shirt.
The Brewer shirt is great. And it's like if you want a Yankees one, they have one of those too. But
right.
But yeah, no, seriously, I couldn't believe it. I was getting every new place I walked into, somebody complimented the shirt.
Hell yeah. Well, that's good. All right, you can buy it.
So yeah, go buy it. I'm not even going to tell you which one. Just
they're on sale a lot of times.
Favorite.
Usually you can get them for like either $20 or $16, and of that we get 4 for every t-shirt.
Yeah.
So really, to make any sort of dent in anything, we need to sell about 4,000 t-shirts.
Yeah, if we could sell 2 a week, you could pay for your one beer. Maybe. I don't know what the Wisconsin prices are, but don't worry, I'm not taking that revenue because I get my beers for free.
Yeah.
This water was free. It was given to me by a Romanian vendor / resident, and he's awesome. And he saw that I was sweating, and he said, "Take this Romanian mineral water; it'll help."
You look dehydrated. Here you go.
Yes.
Now you are part.
Now you're mineralized.
There you
hydrationized.
It is important. We should add that at the ends of episodes too. Like after a beer, you can have a water. Like that's a good thing to do. Balance it out a little bit. Stay hydrated. It's no joke, and it's really important when you get older. All right. We want to keep you around. We want to keep you alive. We want to keep you listening. So never leave us, or we'll find you. Bye.
Bye.